Do you think you guys played tonight?
You know, real similar to last weekend. At least tonight we got that second goal to get at least a 2-goal lead. We just need to keep bearing down and try to extend that lead. You know, that was a game that, you know, if we keep working and finish some plays, maybe we can extend the lead a little bit earlier because Omaha hung in there and made it tough down the stretch.
Yeah. It was part of that. It seemed like Weninger was kind of on top of this game. Was part of it due to him, or?
He was really. I would say this. Weninger was really good on the first shot, and then their D did a pretty good job of boxing out after that and not giving us a second, third opportunity. So I thought they kind of played to their game plan that way. They're an improved team for sure. I think from last year, their structure is really good, and you have to pretty much. Tomorrow night's going to be the same. You're going to have to work hard to earn any opportunities because they're not going to give you many.
It parts in the second. I mean, did you feel like you guys almost kind of, I don't know, pulled back, or maybe you didn't have the same jump as you did in the first? Or?
Maybe a couple times, but I thought they made a pretty good push too. So you got to expect that when they're playing from behind, they're going to get on their toes a little bit and take a few more chances and get after you. So I thought Omaha did a good job of making a push in the second. Lucky for us, we were able to kind of weather that push, and then that power play goal was huge for us.
How was the power play, you think, tonight?
That was really good. Like I mean, heck, the first unit was out there for the whole 2 minutes almost on both of them, you know, and they kept getting chance after chance. The one way you judge your power play is always on the opportunities you create. Sometimes you don't score, but the power play can give you momentum even when you don't score sometimes. If you're peppering them and getting all these chances and creating a lot, it lifts the team up and you get excited. If they're clearing the puck and you keep going into your breakout, the other team's getting some momentum. So even in the first period when we didn't score on the power play, I thought it gave us some momentum.
Schuldt obviously comes up with that goal, 18 power play goals, and ties a school record for defensemen. How valuable, I guess, a guy is he on the power play?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I don't know the right word even to describe it. Obviously, he's our leader off the ice. He's our leader on the ice. He's the guy in the big moments that's going to step up and make a play. And the other guys kind of work the puck around for a minute and a half, and then they let him shoot one. And, it usually works out pretty good.
Chiming in here, nearly 40 shots on goal, but there were 2 goal scorers tonight. What does the team need to do to get more guys involved?
Well, I think the big thing for us is to try to work hard to get to the tough areas around the net and create those second and third opportunities. They did a nice job, like I said, of defending that area. We need to work harder to get there, so it's going to be even more of a challenge tomorrow night. If Weninger keeps playing like he did, he's going to stop the first shot, so you're going to have to count on traffic. You're going to count on having to try to outwork guys for rebounds and tips around the net because the goals probably won't be pretty. We're going to have to work really hard for them.
And then your team also maintained puck possession a good majority of the game. How can they continue that into tomorrow?
Same. We got to when we get a puck low, we can't force plays. We got to keep moving and keep protecting it. I always tell the guys that there's no shot clock in hockey. You don't have to shoot it. You can keep it. And I thought that at times when we did that, when we didn't force things, when we kept our feet moving, when we kept it low, we were able to kind of wear them down in the few shifts and then get a couple good opportunities. So same's going to have to go tomorrow night.
As Amir, has David looked better the last 2 games? I mean, have you seen some?
Yeah, every goalie goes through some things here and there, and David looks real sharp, and he looks like David. So.
How good were you guys in your own end? I mean, 18 shots only, or whatever I think you gave up.
Yeah, we were happy with our defensive play, and we worked on it the last few weeks, and we're just trying to, make sure that we get more grade A opportunities than the other team does, and we track that a lot. And right now we're happy with our defensive play. There's a couple things we got to shore up, especially off D-zone faceoffs. But in general, I thought our D-zone structure was very good.
With 3 weeks off or whatever it is, coming up, how big is a game like tomorrow? I mean, just because that much time off, you want to go in with some positive
well,
stuff, right?
Absolutely. You don't want to go 3 weeks feeling, not good about your game. So, you know what? I think both teams will be a little desperate because of that, because we all know the feeling. And you want to make sure that you end the first half on the right note. And we just talked to the team about really committing to playing the game the right way for 60 minutes tomorrow. Not worrying about the score, that'll take care of itself, but committing to playing the game our way, the right way for 60 minutes. We know we're playing a good team, but if we do that, we have a better chance of being successful.
You guys played tonight.
I think we had a really good start. I think we just played good in general. Also, like, could be better, but could be worse. We just need to focus again tomorrow on a good start and try to play our best all 60 minutes long.
That seemed like that was kind of a theme for you guys in practice this week. That you guys wanted to like pay maybe a little bit more attention to some of the details.
Yeah, exactly. Just like be more focused and focus also on details because we just need to play all 60 minutes long. So that's what we need to get. I think maybe better, but also what we need to do every game.
Last couple of games, it seemed like you're kind of maybe a little bit more on top, back to the way we're used to seeing you play. Did you kind of work through some things to kind of get yourself back on track? Or?
Maybe I would say I was kind of trying too much. I was trying to be just perfect, and maybe I was like thinking too much too. So it's just all about just go there and don't think and just focus on the puck, basically.
Don't think you can only hurt the team.
Yeah, exactly.
How well did you guys play just in your own end though? I mean, it seemed like you guys were limiting them.
Oh yeah, I think like every time when they not score, it just show how every guy played good defensively, and guys were blocking shots, and they kind of like kept guys away from the net so I could see the puck. So I think they did a great job all night long, and they helped me all game.
Yeah, elaborate on that a little bit more. Like it seems like there are a lot less shots on goal this season on you. Is that because of the defense?
Yes, I think we just have a good team, and sometimes when we just get like less shots, sometimes it's also like harder for goalies because it's just kind of harder to be focused all game, and that was also something what I needed to work on, and I hope I will get better on that too.
When you do get into maybe a little funk or you get into like a bad habit or something like that, the new goalie coach this year, how's that been working out?
That's awesome. He's a very nice guy, and he's spending a lot of time kind of with us, which is what is great. And he also like doing a really good job. It's just nice to have somebody who we can talk to and who's trying to make us better.
Getting that second goal, I mean, I know that was kind of getting a 2-goal lead last weekend was kind of one of the bugaboos, I guess, for this team. When Jimmy got that, I mean, did that make you guys breathe a little bit easier tonight? Or?
Yes, I think so. Every time when we just lead much more than 1 goal, it's kind of better feeling. But I just think we can just focus on the score. We just need to stick with our game plan and just to play our game, and it doesn't matter if we're losing or we're winning by 2 goals. So we just need to keep focus all game.
You've played with a lot of good players in your career. I mean, what's maybe a little bit more special about Jimmy than other defensemen that you played with?
Oh yes, great leader for sure, and also great guy in locker room and on the ice. So it's a yeah, big role model, and he's just the type of guy who you want to be around. So it's just great to have that kind of guy in our locker room.
You don't find many guys that score that many power play goals out from the point either. I mean,
yeah, he can score on other goals, but he can't score on me. So whatever. I think he get used to it.
Overall, I mean, how did you think you guys played today?
I thought we were really good, especially right out of the chute. First period was great. I think we got a lot of scoring chances that we probably wish we would have put away early, and obviously they're a good team. We knew they were going to push, and I think there was a little bit of a lull in the second period, but overall I think we were good. But that being said, there's a little bit to improve on tomorrow. A little bit of motivation to finish off the first half on a good note.
Yeah, going into the break, you guys have typically been a team. You score 1, it feels like you score 3 or whatever. For whatever reason, the last 3 games, has it been a little bit more of a grind, I guess, just to get to 2 even, or? Yeah,
a little bit. I think, like the last 3 games, it's been, I think the effort's been there, but the execution's just a little bit off. And you know, obviously you got to look at the teams we're playing. Miami and Omaha are really good defensively. They've got some really good players that play both ways, offense and defensively. And yeah, they're defensively structured well, and that obviously contributes to that. But yeah, like I said, I think if we can just execute a little bit better, maybe bury one or two of those chances, we'll be all right.
You got all these family members here this weekend. Yeah. You get to score. You get to tie a school record for power play goals by a defenseman. Does that and of course you're doing it against your brother's team on top of that. I mean, did that goal mean much? Mean a lot to you? Or?
I didn't know that was any sort of tying record or anything, but yeah, I mean, I think it was a little bit more special just with the people that were here. Like I said to Kirsten earlier, there's a lot of emotions kind of running through my body today, and a little bit more adrenaline kicking in the beginning of the game, and yeah, it's obviously a special game for me, and it means a lot to have all the support that I do, and to score against the little brothers team is just a little something I can maybe have some pride and talk to him a little bit the rest of the year. So.
No, hopefully your dad wasn't wearing the Omaha sweatshirt tonight then. Huh?
I sure hope not. He's been wearing that too much, and I just don't talk to him until he changes and wears something else.
Overall, I mean, just how with 3 weeks coming up, off basically. I mean, how big is it? I guess just tomorrow, because to come out and play well and win for you guys.
It's huge for sure. I think. Looking back at the first half as of right now, it's been pretty successful. But if we can get it done tomorrow, it's going to just be a good taste in our mouth for going into the break. And yeah, it's like the 3 words that we have written on the board all year: trust, sacrifice, and finish. And I think if we can finish the first half on a good note, that's huge for us.
Overall, I mean, describe the team's play just in your own end. I think you only gave up like 18 shots. Yeah. I mean, did you feel? Yeah. Like you guys were pretty solid there?
Yeah, it was really good. I think we probably could have been a little bit better in the penalty kill structurally. David made some really good saves. I think he earned that shutout for sure. But yeah, I think our forwards did a really good job of getting back today and kind of limiting odd man rushes. And even if there was one, you see Ryan Paling, Robbie Jackson, Patrick Newell coming back and kind of getting underneath those guys, which is great because those skill type of players buying in like that. It shows that we have that buy-in, and the other younger guys look at that and do that themselves.
Yep. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, thanks, guys.